So on the last video, this is kind of a continuation of that. There is a slide that looks like this one. There's one change that's been made to reflect your textbook, and I'll explain what that is in a minute, but if you notice, the change here is that there is about 26 ATP produced by the chemiosmosis following the electron transport chain. So this is an more accurate number for this class. So the reason why I had to make that change is because during cellular respiration, most of our energy flows in the following way. So we start out with our glucose. It gets broken down in glycolysis to pyruvate as well as acetyl-CoA. Through the Krebs cycle, we end up with NADH as well as FADH2, which carry our high energy electrons to the ETC, the electron transport chain. And that electron transport chain creates a proton motor force that allows the ATP synthase to add the inorganic phosphate to the ADP and create ATP. So once the entire process of cellular respiration is done for one glucose molecule, as that energy is transferred, we end up with about 32 ATP. And there's several reasons why this number is not known exactly. Depending on the type of reaction and what's going on in the cell, the number can change a little bit. So I updated the numbers here to reflect what you see in your textbook. But just know the number is not always exact. This slide shows a photo from your textbook, a figure, and it shows you exactly what happens in each process, what's going in and what's coming out. And it also kind of gives us our general numbers of ATP that's produced. If we take a look here, this breaks it down even further to look at glycolysis. This page breaks it down into the oxidation of pyruvate. This is our intermediate reaction, and then moving on to the Krebs or citric acid cycle. And then here we have our oxidative phosphorylation, which includes the electron transport chain as well as chemiosmosis. And then in the end of all of cellular respiration, we get about 30 to 32 ATP molecules. So that's the end of this video session.